They told him to open up, to soften, to share. Modern culture praises a man who is vulnerable, available, emotionally fluent. But what nobody warns him is this: the moment he finally does, something changes. The very things he brings, stability, loyalty, consistency, stop feeling like treasures. They become expected. They lose their value. Schopenhauer understood this before psychology gave it a name. He saw what most men never see: that relationships aren't built on fairness or even affection. They are built on a quiet exchange of power. Not who you are, but what you offer. Not how you feel, but what you provide. And when your role is fulfilled, the illusion cracks. It's not that you failed her. It's that your part in her story is done. This isn't meant to make you bitter. It's meant to wake you up. Because the man who sees the truth, no matter how painful, is stronger than the one who hides behind pretty lies. Schopenhauer never promised comfort. He promised clarity. And that begins with understanding exactly how and why you're being used. Every moment between a man and a woman carries a cost, even if nobody says it out loud. Beneath the laughter, the texts, the intimacy, there's always an exchange. It's not about love. It's about value. A man thinks he's building trust, intimacy, a future. But in reality, he's paying with his time, his focus, his protection, his status. These are not gifts in her eyes. They are the minimum price of admission. And when he stops paying, when he slips, when he falters, when he shows weakness, the balance shifts. Her instincts take over. The illusion fades. Schopenhauer saw this with brutal honesty. Affection is often strategy, not always malicious, but always instinctual. Women don't love the way men hope to be loved. They love what is useful. They love what secures them. They love what elevates them. The moment that usefulness fades, loyalty fades with it. And the tragedy is that most men never even know a transaction took place. They think they were chosen for their heart, their honesty, their commitment. But that's not what was being measured. They were weighed for their utility and used accordingly. This isn't bitterness, it's biology. Men give because they believe giving leads to love, but often it only leads to exploitation wrapped in affection. To be needed is not the same as being loved, and until a man learns the difference, he will keep paying until there's nothing left. In today's world, a man's attention is the new currency, and it's being drained every day without him knowing, not with force, but with smiles, glances, and subtle cues designed to extract value while giving nothing back. A woman doesn't need to want you to want what you give. She just needs you to look, to chase, to pour out your focus. That alone gives her power. She doesn't have to sleep with you. She doesn't even have to like you. Your attention validates her. It reassures her standing in the social marketplace. It reminds her that she still holds control. And as long as you give it freely, she has no reason to give anything in return. This is not some master plan. It's deeper than that. It's instinct, refined by centuries of survival. The woman who could attract attention without giving herself away gained power without risk. And in today's world of endless scrolling and constant connection, that dynamic is stronger than ever. Men are told to keep proving themselves, to text, to compliment, to stay persistent. But most don't realize they're playing a game that was rigged from the start. Their attention is being harvested, not reciprocated. It's treated like it has no value, like it's disposable. Schopenhauer didn't write about Instagram, but he understood the truth. What is given too easily is never respected, and the man who sprays his attention on every beautiful face will be drained by them all. When a man bleeds emotionally, something deep inside her recoils, not out of hatred, but out of survival, because women seek protection, not confession. They are wired to find the man who can carry the weight, not the one who collapses under it. Vulnerability sounds noble, but in practice it disrupts the primal balance. It asks a woman to be the anchor when she was searching for one herself. This is the paradox every man faces. Hide your pain. You seem cold. Show it. You seem weak. Either way, you lose. Unless you understand the game. True strength isn't loud. It isn't fake bravado. It's discipline, control over yourself. When a man learns to master his silence, not from fear but from choice, he becomes what women respect, even if they can't explain why. Dependable without dependence. Open without spilling. Present without begging. She may say she wants every detail of your truth, but what she truly respects is your restraint. Most men believe they are the ones choosing the women they want, that they are the hunters, that they lead the dance. But the truth is unsettling. The choice was never fully theirs. From the moment a woman steps into a room, she is signaling, not with words, but with looks, timing, subtle cues, a glance that lingers just enough, a posture that invites without asking, a smile that hooks your attention. And the man, thinking he's making the first move, is simply reacting. She already sent the green light, he just followed it. Schopenhauer understood that a man's desire is reactive, fast, visual, primal. She doesn't need to chase, she only needs to be seen. The man calls it chemistry, fate, destiny. But what he's feeling is design, not his, hers. And by the time he realizes he's already deep in the story, playing a role he didn't write, believing he was in control. This isn't manipulation in the way men imagine. It's older, simpler, biological. It's the quiet power of selection without pursuit. And by the time most men wake up, they've already given too much time, attention, energy for something that was never truly theirs. In today's world, attention is currency, and no one spends or collects it more strategically than women. A like, a text, a flirty glance, all of it keeps men circling, chasing, hoping. But here's the truth. In the marketplace of desire, it isn't the man who offers the most who wins. It's the man who knows his worth, who guards his attention, who gives it with intention. Because attention given freely is never respected, but attention given wisely can never be ignored.